You think men over 60 just want someone to grow old with, right? Well, that's only half the truth. Because what they're really searching for, it's deeper, quieter, and not what most people expect. If you've ever wondered what truly matters to a man past 60, when the ego is quieted down and life has sharpened its edges, then you're about to hear the truth from someone who's seen it firsthand. It's not about youth. It's not about spark. It's something far more real. Let's talk about it. It's not about looks anymore. It's about presence. When we were younger, so much of our energy went into appearances. Hairlines, waistlines, brand names, it all mattered way more than it should have. But something starts to shift after 60. And by 65, for most men, especially the ones who've done a little inner work, the chase for sexy turns into a search for substance. See, the truth is, men over 60 aren't looking for perfection anymore. They're looking for presence. Let me explain. Presence is when someone really listens. Not with one eye on their phone or half a mind on dinner, but listens with their whole being. It's when a woman laughs and means it, cries and doesn't apologize, speaks with grace, not games. Men our age, we've had the drama, the chasing, the proving. We don't want to perform anymore. And we don't want a partner who's still stuck performing either. So what do we crave instead? Stillness, warmth, that rare, quiet safety that says, you can just be. So no, it's not about looks, not anymore. It's about how we feel around you, because after 60, it's not about showing off. It's about coming home. And presence, that's the welcome mat. We're not trying to fix anyone. We're tired too. This one might surprise you. A lot of women over 60 assume that men want someone they can take care of. Or worse, someone they can control. But let me tell you something important. Men over 60, we're tired of trying to fix everything. We've spent decades holding everything up. Careers, families, mortgages, egos. By now, we're not looking to be the hero. We're just hoping for some peace. You see, most of us aren't craving a project. We're craving a partner. Someone who has her own stories, her own scars, her own strength. Not someone perfect, but someone real. We're no longer fooled by polished exteriors. We want to know, can you sit in silence and still feel close? Can you share a Sunday morning with coffee and no expectations? That's the magic. We want depth, but we don't want drama. We want softness, but not submission. So the next time you assume a man over 60 wants to lead the way, remember, many of us are just as lost, just as hopeful, just as human as you. And we're not looking to be your fixer. We're looking to be your friend. First, connection means more than chemistry. Let's talk about chemistry, because that's another myth we need to put to rest. Now, don't get me wrong, attraction still matters. But over 60, we've learned that butterflies fade. What stays is connection. And connection means we feel seen, not just looked at. We don't want to compete. We don't want to convince. We want to connect. That means talking about real things, not just weather and grandkids, though those matter too, but also fears, dreams, regrets, joy. We want to know what moved you this week, what memory still haunts you, what do you secretly hope for? Because by now we know shared values outlast shared hobbies. And when the fire dies down, as it always does eventually, it's the friendship that keeps the light on. So what are we really looking for? Someone we can be vulnerable with. Yes, that word, vulnerable. Someone we can trust not to mock us if we cry at a movie or open up about our fears of aging or admit we don't have it all figured out. Because after 60, the truth is none of us do. And that's okay. What we want is to walk beside someone who gets it, who's not perfect, who doesn't need us to be perfect, just someone who stays. We want meaning, not just company. Here's the part that gets misunderstood the most. People think men over 60 are afraid of being alone. And yes, loneliness is real. It aches in the quiet moments. But we don't want just anyone to fill the silence. We want someone who brings meaning to it. We've had company, we've been to parties, we've chatted over dinner tables filled with noise but no connection. What we long for now is meaning. That means depth. It means conversations that stretch beyond surface smiles. It means being with someone who inspires us, not necessarily by achievements, but by presence, by kindness, by being awake to life. We don't want someone who makes us feel young again. We want someone who makes us feel alive again. And that's the difference. So if you think it's all about being charming or keeping up, stop right there. We don't need speed. We need sincerity. Don't fake interest. Don't pretend to love jazz if you don't. Don't shrink yourself to fit. Bring you fully, because that's what we're really looking for. A real person for the rest of this very real life. If anything in this video made your heart nod along, you're not alone. There's something beautiful about this stage of life, even when it's scary, because after 60, we don't have time to waste. We want connection, we want truth, and most of all, we want someone who sees us. So if you're on that journey too, hit subscribe. At Elder Words, we say the things most people are afraid to say, and we do it for you because you deserve love, not just again, but better. And yes, even now, it's absolutely possible. You just have to start with you.